Of all things, she points to that ITV interview she gave, and she claims little doe-eyed, sweet little Megyn had no idea that when you are mic'd up and you are standing in front of a camera, giving an interview to a reporter, what you say may then appear in the press. So we've cut the original soundbite. If you watch the documentary, she claims this was basically a sandbag by the interviewer, that she said this on camera, but she didn't expect them to even use this. And she has to say that because it was such a ridiculous moment when she was in South Africa and once again found a way to make the story about herself. Flashback here in soundbite 32.
So you add this on top of just trying to be a new mom or trying to be a newlywed. It's, yeah, well, I guess, and also thank you for asking, because not many people have asked if I'm okay, but it's a very real thing to be going through behind the scenes.
And the answer is, would it be fair to say not really okay? As in, it's really been a struggle.
Yes.
How was she to know that the reporter was going to use that and people would react, Dan?
This whole thing is, again, another example of why I think I'm completely justified to describe Meghan Markle as a compulsive liar. Let me give you some background to the guy doing that interview, Meghan. He's called Tom Bradby. He is longtime friends of William and Harry. And actually, after that interview, William ended the friendship with Tom Bradby because he felt like Bradby had sided with the Sussexes over the Cambridges. That interview had been planned for weeks and weeks and weeks. Meghan knew that it was going to be part of a primetime TV special, which she would use to start to address the fact that she was unhappy within the royal family. So the fact that she is now prepared to throw Bradby under the bus again in front of millions of people and claim that he somehow set her up is ludicrous. It was all planned.
Of course, and nobody made her say that. But here's the good news. It ends in triumph. She's free now of you horrible people. She's over here in America, which we're told is just a home of racial justice, sweetness, love, and light. Wait, that's not her message. Wait, it has to be in order to justify leaving your country for mine, given all the racists over in Great Britain. I don't quite understand the logic, but maybe she'll get me there. Anyway, she feels good. And you know why she feels good? Because she is wearing color, Dan. Among the other tortures the royals put her through, she had to wear oatmeal. Okay, watch. This is soundbite 26.
Until that last week in the UK, I rarely wore color. And I never wanted to upstage or ruffle any feathers. So I just tried to blend in. But I wore a lot of color that week.
Yeah.
Just felt like, well, let's just look like a rainbow.
It's like looking at Nelson Mandela. It's like Nelson Mandela all over.
Yeah, I mean, the slight issue, of course, is that she wore colour all the time during her time within the royal family. So it's just another lie. It's just another ridiculous lie.
Right?
But who cares what colour you were wearing? What, she was free, wasn't she, Megyn? She was free. And of course, it is in reference to what you said before you played that clip. It is actually, I think, important to note, the only real-world example of racism that Meghan Markle has ever experienced in her entire life was when a bad apple called her mother the N-word in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. Right. I
mean, she has chosen to return.
Not to denigrate my own country, but I'm just saying for people like Meghan Markle who are woke and constantly lecturing us, they don't really love America. And they don't really see this as like the center of racial justice and homogeny. So I'm not exactly sure what the thought was in running from the racist Great Britons who voted for Brexit over here to America. In her world, the world of the woke, we're equally, if not more problematic.
Yeah, and can I just, Megyn, just give one word, right, to my country and to the people of Great Britain? Because after the Black Lives Matter movement, when lots of the extremists tried to bring the George Floyd hysteria to the UK, the government actually commissioned a great guy, a black guy called Tony Sewell, to bring together a wide range of top British black academics for a long-running report into racism in the UK. And that report has now been released, Megyn, and found that Britain is not an institutionally racist country. And there is proof and evidence to back up everything they say. And in fact, when you look at where there are discrepancies in achievement, it is down to class and not down to color. And white working class boys in Britain are one of the most underprivileged groups. So I just am sick of this narrative that Harry and Meghan are trying to put on an international pedestal that Britain is a racist country, because Megyn, provably it's not. That doesn't mean that racism doesn't exist. Of course, racism exists everywhere. But the UK is actually one of the least racist countries in the world. That is a
How
fact.
dare? If you're like me, you're growing more and more concerned about the future. The market's all over the place, and inflation is at its highest level in 40 years. Interest rates are skyrocketing. Market experts are predicting possibly recession, possibly bad one, using scary terms like economic hurricane. If you want to protect your future, call a precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They can show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. All it takes to get started is a short phone call, and they will have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or inside your IRA or 401k. And they keep it simple. This is the highest rated firm in the country, with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and thousands of satisfied clients. And as an exclusive offer for my fans, if you call them right now, they will give you up to $1,500 of free silver and a free safe on qualifying orders. So don't wait. Call now. Call 866-518-2955. That's 866-518-2955, or text Megyn, that's MEGYN, to 65532. Again, that's 866-518-2955, or text MEGYN to 65532. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.